Zoom.
Perfect.
There was a.
Alright, we can probably open the doors now.
Type of guy, I forget his name now,
Uh-huh.
who wrote a series. He advocates, what is it, 40% carbohydrate, 40%
Oh, yeah.
protein, and 30% fat.
Good point. Great guy.
Probably go a little heavy on carbohydrates.
Oh, you love it. I love I use a brand it's called Midor. It's like blue. Made it.
A program like this program, yeah, with the texts and things like that too. Gotcha. Oh, that's great. It's unless one of the microphones is not working. So, yeah, but you won't be able to tell me which microphone's not working.
Steve? I'm not sure. I found this on the floor. This might be the catchers, but I found it on the floor. It's like a zero. It has a hearing. Actually, the backing is actually this poster on thicker than most of it. I will check with the catcher at some point.
And where did you find it?
It's right on the floor, almost dead center. He may have placed it dead center. Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, it's got to be from something in the band, because what I set up earlier,
What
it
day?
definitely wasn't there.
Okay. I know. Are you driving? How long? How long will it take? I do.
I'm about ready to use one of those good air of curses on it. I have 1,000 people as better they are. It's better than it's
Yeah, I was gonna say Foxy Loxy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that you're on there.
I think I heard a keyword out of order.
So it's not as
There's signs my arms are made out.
carry an iPhone in your iPhone pocket. No, second keyboard. What's that called? Pencil? Does it go all the way in? Oh, it goes all the way in, yeah.
Good deep pocket. So we go down over to it. You can put it in there and sit it up and know it's not gonna fall out.
How bad is it? Yeah, I'm getting the surgery this week. If this were worse, I would do it. Did it, was it hard recovery?
I understand that. I looked at one of those shirts, I looked at right at 3/4 tunic lace.
They make the tongue bigger.
Working with Marilyn, I still remember she came to school and I hello, how are you?
Hey!
We saw you watering.
Good Travis.
Oh, God.
Hi, Travis. That's not.
Yeah.
Good Travis. So good to see you guys.
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Hello. Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos. Well,
Hi, everybody. Big sign. You're gonna need to get up. Good to see you. You don't need to get up. Come on, everybody. A lot of people who have.
no, that's okay. I'll come back to you and I'll bother you.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
They're gonna come back every time now.
well, there's a bar mitzvah tomorrow in the family, so.
But they'll come back every time now.
Yeah,
If they didn't know, they'd love it.
that's right. That's the idea.
Make sure you tune up your guitars. They were out of tune.
I think we were out of tune. I put my tuner in the other room.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome, Shabbat Shalom. Please be seated, get comfortable as we begin Shabbat Midor Lador tonight. Somebody's mic is not on. That's number 2. Mike.
It's a melody without words, not needing any book or anything like that as we gather here in this space. Make a container for all of the joyous gatherings, and in some cases it seems reunions that are occurring within this space. Yada lai 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 lai, yada lai 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 lai. Yada lai 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 lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai 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 lai, yada lai 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 lai, yada lai 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 lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai lai Shabbat Shalom. I want to be sure that you have here in the sanctuary and that you who are joining us online have all the important resources for this worship. I hope that you have in the sanctuary a program that looks like this, because it's not just a program. It also has important music and liturgy and song words here, and a prayer book, of course, and we'll be going back and forth. Online, there are links to each of these. There's a link to a flip book version in the prayer book, and also a link to this document online as well. You know, Shabbat is a time of recharging, and we do that by being here with family and friends. We have the opportunity to leave the world behind a little bit, to escape into this place of respite. Not only is it a sanctuary in the literal definition we have, but it is also a place where we find sanctuary with friends, with family, with Jewish community. There is also a lot of doubting in our world, And sometimes we want to escape from the doubting that is part of our experience. And whether we doubt because we are generally skeptical, or we doubt because we are simply part of a world that is confronting us with a lot of difficult situations. We're like those Israelites in the desert who are traveling. Maybe they were doubters too. This week in our synagogue, we're reading Shalach Lecha, and we learn about those 10 doubting spies who went up to spy out the land of Israel. But when there is doubt, there also can be commitment to improvement and commitment to change. And that is something that we each can commit ourselves to. Most of tonight's worship will be music, and I'm just sort of setting a stage. But we'd like to invite you to turn to page 4 of the supplement that you have, because we begin our worship tonight with perhaps a song of optimism and perhaps a song of commitment to take us to another place. Page 4.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered, and wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Have you been half asleep, or have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? Voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do, la da 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 do.
On page 5 is the blessing we recite over the Shabbat candles. And to lead us into that blessing, I'd like to invite Sharon Khan and Minnie Khan, the mother and the bubby of our bar mitzvah this weekend, to come to our bima and to offer a meditation and to light the candles for us. Sometimes the old-fashioned way works.
Oh, yeah. Matches always work. Who can look directly into the light? We can behold only a small portion, a fragment of the light. And when that one light is fragmented, the colors of the rainbow result. So let us give thanks for all the colors that are ours. All of them are part of the one light we are all bathed in, the one light that is our fountain of life.
Blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame. Blessed is the flame that burns in the secret fastness of the heart. Blessed are the hearts with strength to stop their beating for honor's sake. Blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame.
Thank you. Good Shabbos.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat shel Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat, of Shabbat.
We continue on page 5 in the supplement with some blessings and songs of Kabbalat Shabbat. We welcome the Shabbat with Harachaman, and there's more to come. Page 5 in the supplement.
From the beginning. Harachaman, hu yanchilenu, yom shekulo Shabbat unucha. Harachaman, hu yanchilenu, yom shekulo Shabbat unucha. Harachaman, hu yanchilenu, yom shekulo Shabbat unucha. Shabbat unucha. Harachaman hu yanchilenu, yom shekulo Shabbat unucha. Harachaman hu yanchilenu, yom shekulo Shabbat unucha.
On page 138, Lecha Dodi. Page 138 in the prayer books, 138.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yalana 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 v'Shabbat v'kabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalana 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 v'Shabbat v'kabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad v'shviyanu Adonai echad, shmor echad, shemu tiferet ne'ilah. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 k'nei Shabbat kabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 k'nei Shabbat
לשבת קבלה לך תודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 לשבת קבלה תורי תורי יברך יבורי אורי אורי שיר הפרים אור אדוני עלי קבילה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 לשבת קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה יללה 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 לשבת קבלה
עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה
On page 140 in the prayer book, Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, page 140.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לכבודו באדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Sing it again. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לכבודו באדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, אמונתך בלילות, עלי אסון ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון לכידות. לזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לכבודו לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, ומעשה ידיך אענה. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מעולם כמחשבותיך. לזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב לכבודו לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. One more time. ולזמר לשמך עליון.
I want to thank, before we begin Ma'ariv, I'll just offer a word as to who we are here. Tonight we offer you a Shabbat Midor Lador, a Shabbat for all the generations, for the whole temple family. And we have Julie Nessel, and we have myself, we have Cantor Nami, Les Goldsmith, and Alexander Lemkin, thank you. It's not here in my notes. I'm so sad. I get forgetful sometimes. Alexander, thank you very much for being here. And Les and Cantor and Julie, thank you very much. If anybody doubts the power of community to bring forth joy and to bring forth even a little forgetfulness, it is something that's very, very important in our community. Not the forgetfulness, but the power of joy and the power of this day of Shabbat. We invite us all now to begin Ma'ariv, to begin this service for the evening, and we turn to our supplement on page 6. It's the beginning of Baruch Hu. It's the beginning of making sure that we are here and awake and aware and ready to celebrate Shabbat. On page 6, we invite everyone to rise who is able and to join us as we open our service on page 6 of the supplement. Also on page 6, rolling into dark and then rolling into light again.
Roll into dark,
Roll into night,
Night becomes day,
day turns to night. Roll into
dark,
night,
into light.
night becomes
day, day turns to night.
day of Balayla,
Eloi
Choshev, Eloi Choshev, Choshev Mipnei Or.
Yom Balayla, Elohim Mipnei Choshev, Elohim Mipnei Choshev, Choshev Mipnei Or. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into light, roll into light, night becomes day, day comes to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night.
In the prayer book, we continue at the top of page 150, a prayer thanking God for the gift of Torah, Ahavat Olam, 150 at the top.
There is a melody for this prayer that I have been hearing everywhere, that I have been in recent weeks. It's very new. Everybody here,
Ask people to sit down.
we can have people.
Let's have people sit down for a little
We
while.
can sit down for a moment
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you all stand for learning a new tune. Hold a prayer book, hold a new melody in your heart. And so this was, you'll see in the program, there's also a little bit of information about Alana Arian, who wrote this tune. I was also blessed to have had her mother as my teacher, and now she's contributing all of this new and wonderful music to our movement and to the Jewish world. And so this melody for Ahavat Olam was used at Havana Shira recently, which is a music retreat that happens over at Azrui, just about 45 minutes east of here, and also at the American Conference of Cantors Convention in Chicago this year. So this is Alana Arian's tune for Ahavat Olam, and we're going to learn it together. Starts like this. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael. Let's try that together. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael. Amcha ahavta. Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim. Otanu limadeta. Otanu limadeta. Let's try that whole thing. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim. Otanu limadeta. The second part goes like this. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu. Try that. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu. Bishok Beinu Umeinu. Bishok Beinu Uvkumeinu. Nasiach bechukecha. Nasiach. Nasiach bechukecha. V'nismach v'divrei Toratecha. V'nismach v'divrei Toratecha. U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ahavat olam. Ahavat olam. Beit Yisrael. Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim. Otanu limadeta. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu. Bishok Beinu Umeinu. Nasiach bechukecha. V'nismach v'divrei Toratecha. Mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. You know this melody, but new text. Ki heim chayenu v'yorech yameinu. U'bahem nehye yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavat olam al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Yalalai. Yalai lai 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 lai. Yalai lai 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 lai. Yalai lai 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 lai. Yalai lai 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 lai. Yalai lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai. Ohei Amo Yisrael.
We continue on page 152, inviting you to rise.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai echad. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai echad.
Baruch Shem kevod malchuto leolam va'ed. Baruch Shem kevod malchuto לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. At the top of page 7 of the supplement, there is a selection that is our rendition tonight of Ve'ahavta, top of page 7.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ומאודיך. You shall teach your children as you live each day, the path you walk, the way you talk, and how you listen for the good in each soul, saying, ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. We inscribe these words on the doorposts of our being. With heart and mind, we each can find the precious light that we are seeking. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך.
Liberation comes with a lot of joy. We offer Micha Mocha, remembering the liberation from Egypt and our ancestors' joy about leaving their life of slavery. Invite you to turn to page 158.
Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Torah tehilot osef peleh. Torah tehilot osef peleh. Adonai iloch leolam va'ed. Al chutecha הים לפני משה מרים, אלינו ויאמרו, אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי 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 לי.
The rabbis of our tradition composed for us and give us this prayer next is Hashki Venu, which is a prayer seeking both divine protection for this night and a dedication that tomorrow, when we rise, we are going back to serve the world and make the world a better place. We continue on page 7 for our version tonight, page 7 in the supplement for our version tonight of Hashki Venu, toward the middle bottom of the page.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
Shelter us beneath thy wings,
O Adonai, guard us from all harmful things. O Adonai,
keep us safe throughout the night,
till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ehamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. 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 Amen.
The task of tikkun olam, the repair of the world, doesn't always start with us reaching our hands out and making things different. Sometimes we have to reach inside of ourselves and find that which is inside of us that needs changing, that needs improvement, that needs correction, that needs perfecting. And that is part of our task when we offer tefillah, that understanding ourselves much better than we have been. Tonight, the tefillah can be found in the prayer book. We begin on page 164, asking God to make sure that our mouths and our lips reflect that which is in our true minds and allowing us to see inside. We invite you to rise for tefillah, again beginning on page 164 of the prayer book.
Anananananana, Adonai. Ananananana, Svatai tiftach. Ananananana, Ufi yagi. Ufi yagi, Techilatecha. Ananananana, Adonai. Ananananana, Svatai tiftach. Ananananana, Ufi yagi. Ufi yagi, Techilatecha. Ananananana, Adonai. Ananananana, Svatai tiftach. Ananananana, Ufi yagi. Ufi yagi, Techilatecha.
Page 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHanorah El Elyon Gomel חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה.
Please be seated. We continue on page 162, actually, with Yismachu, sort of at the middle of the page, expressing the joy that we have celebrating Shabbat. Page 162 for Yismachu.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, אורי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, אורי עונג שבת. מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, אורי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, אורי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקדשת לו שבת. עמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת, זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת.
On page 8 of the supplement, in the middle of the page, is Ritzei. It is our opportunity to thank God for accepting our prayers, be they acceptable. Page 8 in the supplement, Ritzei.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Utfilatam be'achava tekabel. Sing it again. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Utfilatam be'achava tekabel. Can you hear our prayer as we sing your praise and glory and be gracious unto you? Take our souls in flight, on your wings they are now soaring. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu. ותפילתם ואחווה תקבל. ותפילתם ואחווה תקבל. ותפילתם ואחווה תקבל.
And on 178, we continue at the top, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. V'tod be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Leolam. Nasim Leolam. Nasim Leolam.
We now offer a few moments of silent prayer. When we come back, we're going to be on page 180 of the prayer book. And now is our opportunity to offer those prayers from our hearts, our minds, and our souls.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer, my rock and my redeemer. Yehu ratzon imrei fi v'hegion libi b'fanecha. Adonai to read Vego ani, Vego ani. Ose Shalom. Ose Shalom. Midor. Uyase Shalom. Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Ose Shalom Imromav Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel Ve'imru Amen. Ve'imru. Amen.
In our world of brokenness, we think of others and individuals who are broken and not only of our world, because now we offer prayers of healing. Eventually, we'll come to page 9 of the supplement, which is where our prayer for healing is found tonight. But before that, I would say this, that there are about 80 or so people on our Temple Bethel healing list, people for whom we are offering prayers of healing and wholeness and hope. There also may be people in your minds as well, people in your hearts, in your family and friendship circles who need prayers of healing. And it is our custom here to offer you the opportunity of sharing those names with us if you feel comfortable, so that we can share your sorrows and your hopes as well. So if there are people whom you are thinking of who need healing, we invite you to offer those names now, and as we share together and give them strength through this community.
Melvin Ehrlich,
Shirley Simon,
Are there others whom we should be thinking about? Dear God, aloud in our hearts, we name those facing illness and pain. We join our prayers to the prayers of all who love them.
A few weeks ago, in our Torah portion, Moses cried out this prayer of healing for his sister. And now we offer it for ourselves, for one another, and for those in our hearts. El na refana lanu. El na refana lanu. Let's try it one more time. El na refana lanu. El na refana lanu. Repeat after me. Dear God of our ancestors,
Dear God of our ancestors,
help us renew our faith.
help us renew our faith.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Bring peace to all our days.
Bring peace to all our days.
El na refana lanu. our strength of body.
Restore our strength of body.
Help clarify our minds.
Help clarify our minds.
Refresh our tired spirits.
Refresh our tired spirits.
Rejuvenate our lives.
Rejuvenate our lives.
El na rifananu. El na rifananu. Thank you for all these blessings.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Throughout our days and nights.
Throughout our days and nights.
We celebrate the journey.
We celebrate the journey.
This precious gift of life.
This precious gift of life.
El na rifananu. El na rifananu.
Shabbat Shalom. We just take a few moments now to offer us to observe and celebrate a lot of good things that are happening in our lives. The bad things, I think as Tevye said, the bad things will refuse to leave. But the good things will also refuse to leave because we always have good experiences. So we offer this moment on the third Friday of the month for folks to come forward and to share their joys with us. And if you do come up to share your joy, we offer you a memento of this night. You can have one of our magnetic bookmarks, right? Remember what books are, right? Or you can have a bracelet, which is a derech. It reminds you about derech eretz, which is the Hebrew word for politeness, for the way of going about life with a good spirit and a good soul. So if something good happened to you in the month of June or will happen to you in the month of June, we invite you to come forward and to share your simcha with us. And we do ask you, if you would, if you don't mind, to tell us. We have a microphone here. So you tell us about your simcha, and then not only will you tell us about your simcha, and you get a chance to share in our joy, but also you can be with us as we say Kiddush in just a few moments. So if anybody is having a special occasion this month, I don't know, like a bar mitzvah, or if anybody is celebrating a birthday, or if somebody is celebrating something special, please come forward and offer the goodness that is in your life for us. Oh, here's someone. I can't imagine what you would want. Hi.
Something good that'll go on in my life is I'm going to go to camp.
All right. And take a bookmark or a bracelet, whatever you choose. All right. Stay up here. EJ, stay with us.
Yes, stick around for a bit.
I am 2 weeks short of 90 years old.
Wow. Hey. Wow. Take two of them. We got plenty. Hi.
I really hate to say this, but I had cancer and I had teeth because bad icky fell out. I got my permanent bridge in today.
Yay. All right. Take a memento for this night.
Should I bite it?
Don't. No, don't take off the mask. It's okay. And here we have another couple. I can't imagine what they're celebrating tonight.
And
Tonight is our
49th anniversary.
Oh, that's very nice. Take a memento for tonight. I do have to say that today is my wife and my anniversary as well. We're only at 32, so I'm going to take a memento afterwards. Anybody else want to come forward and share? Yeah, I see somebody being encouraged here, but I'm not going to make an example of you. All right, Jim, come on up.
It's my mom and my mother-in-law's birthday, same day.
Wow, okay. That means you get 2 or 3. One for each person and the courage for coming forward. Okay. Anybody else would like to share their simcha with us? Come on up. Come on up.
My simcha is that I'm here with all my friends and family and friends who are family. So I'm very happy to be here to celebrate EJ and be here.
That is wonderful. Well, happy day, and thank you for being here. Anybody else? I love the applause. That's good. Keep it coming. It's fine.
So now we would like to break a little bit, not breaking, we're going to go back to our service, but I want to invite Jim Stein and Brad Kahn to come. No, everybody stay here, stay here, stay here. Everybody else stay here, but you all go to the bima and you're going to lead us in Kiddush. Turn to page 122 and 123 in the prayer book, as now we all lead you in Kiddush, but really we're going to have Brad and Jim join us from up there. Again, page 122 and 123.
Anyone needs it,
in the prayer
come
book.
over here with me. Want to take a peek with me? Here,
Right.
I'll share.
Ah, okay. Page 122 and 123.
Here we go. We close enough here?
Yeah.
All right. Vayehi erev vayehi voker, Yom HaShishi, vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz, v'chol tzava'am, vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, vayevorech Elohim et yom hashvi'i, vaykadesh oto, Kivo Shabbat mikol malachto asher bara laim lasot. Savrei Meran Rabotai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei Pri Hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho mi'ava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikroei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'charta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol Shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mikadesh ha-Shabbat.
L'chaim. L'chaim. You may all be seated for, go back to your seats because we're going to stand in a second. But we want to invite you now to turn to page 586. We continue in the prayer book, page 586 for Aleinu. And we again do invite you to rise for Aleinu, page 586.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lateit gedula leotzer breshit, shehu noteh shamayim v'yoseid haaretz, umoshav yikaro b'shamayim imal, u'shchinatu zo b'govhei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein od. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated. Dear God, you inspire us with many blessings. You especially inspire us with the gift of memory that allows us to call to mind those loved ones with whom we shared our lives, who now are blessings in our hearts and minds because they are no longer with us in this world of the living. But their memory lives on to warm us, to inspire us, to bring a tear to the eye sometimes, and who shared their values with us at all times. At this moment in our service, we at Bethel remember these following loving individuals whose Yartzeiten occur at this time, and there may be other people in your minds as well whom you are remembering. We'll have a chance to remember them all. At Bethel, oh, by the way, if you are here tonight observing a Yartzeit, or if you are in mourning, you're invited to rise as the name of your loved one is recited, and then you'll be joined by the congregation as we recite the Kaddish. These are those whose Yartzeiten we observe at this time. We remember with continuing love Betty Abrams, Sonia Adelson, Erna Escher, Bob Bauman, Simona Breslow, Abraham Bress, Sidel Levin Chickerel, Albert Dizen, Stanley Dizen, Dorothy Fleischman, Lloyd Frank, Irving Glassman, Rose Sklar Goldsmith, Gary Goodfriend, Ben Goodman, Dorothy Klein, Rose Mintzberg, Bruce Renwick, David Ben Schauer, Morris Schoengold, Benjamin Martin Schubert, Shepard Shapiro, Ida Swarsensky, Harold Wagner, Edward Waldman, Shirley Winner, Sarah Woldenberg. There may be other people in this house of worship tonight who similarly are remembering loved ones whose names were not on the Kaddish list tonight, but still you might be in mourning, you might be observing a yard site, or someone's memory just came to your mind. And we invite you, if you would like, to share the name of your loved one with us, if that is the case. Zichronam livracha, may all their memories be blessings in our hearts and the hearts and minds of all those who knew and loved them. Testifying to the faith that binds the generations of humanity together, we now invite you to turn to page 598, and as a community we rise together to recite the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach hirutei ve'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen, Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alav u'lalnei almaya, yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal, shemei d'kudsha b'rivu, Le'ela min kol bir chata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May God send peace to all who remember on this night and always, and we say amen. Amen. Please be seated. In a few moments, our service will conclude, and when it does, we're invited to the Weinstein Community Court, where we will share in an Oneg Shabbat, so graciously sponsored tonight by the Kahn family in honor of EJ's becoming a bar mitzvah here tomorrow. So EJ, we wish you congratulations. And we wish your family mazel tov as well. Obviously, I think there are a number of people here tonight who will be with us tomorrow. So please, services begin at 10:30 tomorrow morning. You all knew that. Thank you again to Alexander Lemkin and Les Goldsmith and Julie Nessel and Cantor Nami for comprising tonight's worship with us for the Promised Band. That's what we are called, the Promised Band. And so thank you all for sharing such beautiful music tonight. Appreciate it so much. Let's see. Thank you to Sharon Kahn for the Bima flowers. Thank you to Stephanie Kushner for greeting people tonight. Thank you for Brad and Jim for leading us in Kiddush, and for Sharon and Minnie for sharing the candle blessing with us earlier tonight. Tomorrow morning there will be Torah study at 9 o'clock on Zoom, led by Cantor Nami. At 10:30, of course, we reconvene here in this sanctuary for worship, and we will be celebrating during worship the bar mitzvah of E.J. Kahn. Next Friday evening, Shabbat worship will be at the regular time at 7:30 p.m. And next Saturday on June 25th, there'll be Torah study at 9 o'clock on Zoom. Oh, actually, that's not true, I think, right? The 25th is our hybrid, is that right? I think, yes. So a week from tomorrow, we're actually going back to Torah study. You can be in person or on Zoom. So please remember that, and if you'd like to join us in person, we'll be here, I think, in the adult lounge, and you can also join us on Zoom.
Don't do both, but you could, I guess, if you needed to, but don't. The sound makes us crazy. Next Saturday evening, I mean, you think tonight is a beautiful, balmy night. We're hoping next Saturday evening on the 25th is also a beautiful, balmy night as we observe a night in the tropics with a steel drum band and with food by Miko Poke and please register online. Today, I think, was supposed to be the last day of registration, but I think we're going to stretch that out a little bit. Not that we need the attendance. We have wonderful attendance, I think. But please join us for a lovely evening a week from tomorrow night. Also, reminding you, on Sunday, the 26th of June, will be a special Pride at 2 o'clock at Warner Park. Will be a Pride in the Park event recognizing further the events of Pride Month. We celebrated a week ago.
We did Pride Shabbat a week ago.
Beth Israel, I know, is celebrating during this month. We're observing this month.
They're doing theirs, I believe, a week from tomorrow morning.
Thank you. And also in the park is an event. And if you want to go to the Mallards game, you can go to the Mallards game too, I guess, with the men's club. Yes, yes. Please register for all of that. Great. I think that's all the announcements I have.
One other thing that I would add is starting next Tuesday, I am going to be offering a new workshop to raise up Torah chanters in our community and offer some teaching on Torah cantillation. If you have any interest at all, you can check out our temple calendar or come speak to me, and I would be happy to tell you more about it.
Awesome. I think that'll be exciting. Please, if you got trope, come and get some more here. Our closing song is on page 10 of the supplement. Page 10 of the supplement. No one walks alone, as we hear.
With a new verse that was written to kind of correspond to this week's Torah portion.
Right.
A little bit of a teaser for those who are attending Torah study tomorrow morning. No one walks alone. No one walks alone. There's a reason for this prophecy, a promise made to you and me, that no one walks alone. I tell you, no one walks alone. No one walks alone. Just let your faith abide. Somebody's by your side. No one walks alone. No one walks alone. No one can make it on their own. Take Joshua, who scouted out the land. Take Joshua, who scouted out the land. When the other spies told bad reports, he put us on a braver course, 'cause no one walks alone. I tell you, no one walks alone. No one walks alone. Just let your faith abide. Somebody's by your side. No one walks alone. No one walks alone. No one can make it on their own. Take all of us who face these troubled times. Take all of us who face these troubled times. We still know, no matter where we are, no matter if we're near or far, that no one walks alone. I tell you, no one walks alone. No one walks alone. Just let your faith abide. Somebody's by your side. No one walks alone. No one walks alone. No one can make it on their own.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us at the Weinstein